to you.
Have you had enough, or are you thirsty for more? So I am creating some of the box vignettes assemblies that I like to do today for you all. And I always start off with like gathering. So I start with the box inspiration. I'm looking for empty boxes. They could be a little bit broken. We can fix them, save them from the landfill. The graphics on these old boxes are just amazing. And then I go to my Christmas stash, which y'all follow the channel regularly. You know I have quite a Christmas stash. So at least I get the inspiration there. And then as I'm creating, I will add other elements into the piece. I'm going to start off with the blue box, and this is how I bought it. Somebody covered it up inside. That's okay, but I don't need the inserts. That's not the portion I need. So I just need to, unfortunately, I know, I'm sure there's people saying, save that. At some point you do become a hoarder, unless you have like in the near future, meaning 3 months from now, if you have a purpose for these, then I would say save it. If not, y'all, come on. So I'm going to throw that in the trash. Got a little brokenness there, but it looks like it's already kind of been fixed. A little brokenness there. We can back this up with some tape on the back side. They're old. The people stored their ornaments. I don't know what happened to the ornaments after their life. I don't know. So this, you have to start off repairing the boxes first. And somebody will get my fingerprints because you know how tape is. It kind of takes it. So I just want to reinforce those edges. Okay, we've got the box repaired as much as you can. Now I have the inside. You know how glitter is. I think I'm going to, I like to back them with something. I think that I was going to do blue first, and I'm like, I don't know. I mean, I do like it. Or sometimes I have to look in the camera myself. Okay, maybe. So my motivation for this one is this little guy. I just happened to get on eBay one day, and nobody was bidding on this little guy. So for those people who think I'm doing too many Santas, I am starting right off with a snowman, and it is a vintage bendy knee hugger snowman. So now I have to decide, does he look good on here, or does he look good on there? Here or here? Because I have some little deer. I think we're gonna go ahead and go the shimmery. So I just have to figure out where my cut needs to be. I'm gonna do a cheater of just bending it, and then I'll cut that off. I bent where I need it to be. I will try to cut off where I bent it. And then I'm going to first glue these down because sometimes these flap up on you. It's definitely our hot glue season here, right? I'm going to go ahead and we're going to add some hot glue to glue in this shimmery mirror silver cardstock. Some people probably like to work with them like this, but I usually like to just go for it. And then I also like to glue the two pieces of box together. Personal preference. Now I picked out these are the Hobby Lobby blue ones. I don't even know if they had those this year. I still have some from last year. And I have another blue, and then I have some white. You know, y'all will see why I'm always picking them up. I always say pick up the odd colors because you just never know. And then to go with him, because there's not a lot of color in him, and he's a little bit faded, and so is the box. So the trees I thought matched perfectly. I had this cute little deer set that's just, whether it's lucite or it's just hard plastic, I don't know, y'all. I don't know how to tell. Did they make lucite deers? I cannot tell you, but it is the hard old plastic made in Hong Kong. So they are oldies. So now I kind of have to do like a dry fit in here to see what looks good. because just because I got it all out doesn't mean everything's going to coordinate. I think I already like that. I like that right off the bat. So, and I am keeping the stands on this one to give them the height that they need for this tall box. So we're going to start just by starting to glue them right in. And I want you to see it. The thing is, you just really want that bond. Either I use this one already or I bought it this way. You never know. I have been known to buy items from the thrift store just to get off the bottle brush trees. So what happened to a base? I don't know. I'm going to push that one all the way to the back. One back there to help stand that middle tree up because it doesn't have that base on it. Hold on, y'all. Sorry. I kind of have to see a little bit more. See, that just kind of holds it up a little bit better since that guy didn't have a base. Oh, that is so already cute. Already cute. So I want to add Mama Deer. And I'm glad that I'm using her because oh shoot. Wait till it dries. All you do is make a mess if you get your hot glue in there. Friend or foe, right? Friend or foe. So now this one, see if I put it down there. Where'd you go? So I'll have to find something to raise it up. Okay, sometimes this is the point where you have to dig around in your stash. Now I have I guess these were ornaments, little tinsel balls, but they matched that back there. Tinsel, I don't know. I thought like I could add those in there, and then that would be something to be able to lift the little guy up on. And it matches the background. Yes, I'm definitely a vintage Christmas hoarder, that's for sure. Seeing stuff that other people are like, why are you keeping that? These would be so glistening on a tree, wouldn't they? Okay, I'm going to glue. I got two little guys here, so let's see how that works. That's a little bit heavier. So I'm going to smush them down. I only have two of those little balls, so, but we can see him that way then. Oh my gosh, how cute is that? I'm not going to glue him in. Because look up his value, y'all. If it was the spotted one, it'd be even more. But yeah, so I'm just going to set him right there in between, let the little legs hang, and that is just cute as a button. Like it, fairy lights. Oh, I may have some fairy lights, y'all. Okay, new package of fairy. Oh, oh, okay. So I'm just gonna figure out how to wrap them around the trees. Sorry, I had to turn it. Go down because I think it'd be very cute illuminating the deer. So next I have this box, which as you see is faded, but so are these. And I got these on a whatnot, and I'm like, I have to keep them together. They're so sweet. And then y'all, did you see me pick up these trees? This is why, because they match the faded green. So let's see if we can do a little bit of box maintenance or not on this box. See what we can do to tighten it up a little bit. I was trying to figure out, I have some snowflakes for the background maybe, or I had these poinsettias that I could figure out, because I don't really think you're going to see a lot of the background once I get it filled. And then the poinsettias have a little bit of more of a cream. So I think I'm going to do that, though I need to kind of trace the box a little. This is just a pack of Christmas paper that I had purchased from Michael's last year, and I'm still using it. Do you have to back of the box? Nope. Personal preference. You can paint it if you wanted to. That's the fun. We just kind of do whatever we feel like doing this time of year. No right or wrong. Well, maybe to somebody, but there we go. Okay. Color 59. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing. I'm going to glue the two pieces of box together. I need to figure out how to rate. I don't want you to see because that's white and that shows up way too much. So we're going to go ahead and take that off the base. I'm going to clip that bottom off. And I have these blocks that just randomly have blocks. Yep, I do. That randomly will fit in that corner. So whether they had, I mean, they look like they might have had something on it back in the day, but now they don't. So I'm going to go ahead and get those glued in there. Glue the two together. And get them on that glue in there. And then see how it looks. Oh, yeah, that'll make a nice tree base because then I can put the other one lower. Probably the hardest thing of doing this is like trying to look and then me trying to show you at the same time. So we're going to get this tree in there. I'm going to get that one glued in now because that'll help push back that tree. Because we want to get these guys in here. I don't know. What is fake snow? I don't know. Oh my gosh. Okay, now I got to figure out how I'm going to put these guys in here. Okay, 101 ways to put an elf in here. Oh, but if I push his hat out, unfortunately, the hat makes him like push back. So I thought I'm just going to kind of stuff them in here. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. They're so cute. I think I got it. I got him in between that guy's legs. I really didn't want to have to glue them in if I don't. I've never seen these ones before, and I actually collect the striped ones. So it was really hard not to keep these two, but you know, y'all support everything I do, so I will give you goodies through the season. Well, all year long, I hope. I felt like we needed like something to cover that up. Sometimes it just speaks for yourself. Sometimes it's not about like, I know it's hard for y'all to believe that I'm trying to gently go into the Oh my gosh, you put too much in it, Yvonne. But this is like a little tree hanger. I'm going to cut off, oh, there they are. Cut off that little hanger. And then I'm going to add it here. Package that I got this from had this, and then it had this, and I think I've used one of these already, but I think I'm going to add this so it would bring the element inside the box, not just on the outer of the box. I can do it. Oh. So I was trying to decide, I felt like it needed another element, and I had this Merry Christmas ribbon. I'm not sure, it's a few years old. So I'm going to cut some off. I'm going to wrap it around. Try not to cut in the middle of the Merry Christmas wording. And it's like, because it's a faded look here. Probably have to hot glue it to the box. Get it where we need it to be first. Okay, so it ended up pulling off when I was playing with it. I was doing a viewer told me about how she wraps the wild ribbon around a pencil, or I've got this marker. And I'll see if I can fix my boo-boo. These boxes are so delicate. So I'll just glue it down like that. That. There you go. Yeah, I like that a lot. Thank you for the suggestion. Unfortunately, yes, it was already a little damaged to begin with, so we'll just fix it. Then I have a couple, I think these are just plastic, and that's probably for the better to put on the top. They're a little bit like not in your face gold. They are faded, but I figure like I need something to go in with that bow ribbon. I guess it's not a bow, ribbon up there. Maybe trying to see if I can fit that little ribbon in there. This says Merry Christmas that I cut off the other. Like he's holding the banner of it's Merry Christmas. Okay, this is my next box. This one's a little bit more difficult because you see how it slides in. But we'll see how we can make that work. First, I'm going to take the inner, what's left off of this plastic. I'm getting it together. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to see about cutting this inside part off to try to keep a box. Side does not have a side like this, so once you cut it, it's going to come apart. So I'm just going to staple it together. I saved a box. It may not be pretty, but once we get it all done, it'll be fine. So first, what I want to do is I have a whole grouping of these cuties that I'd like to put in it because it's a big box. And then I've got trees I'd like to put in there. So, one tree's messy. So I'm going to go ahead and back this with this paper, and then we will work from here. Even putting the lid back, maybe I need to put the lid on. I'm going to wrap in the inside some of the gold. Some of the elves have the little bells on them. There's gold in that. And then that'll help hide the sides. So actually, I think I'm going to go ahead and get this on because that'll give me a flat area to work with. And as you see, the box, it's a little bit different box because that goes that way, but it's okay. It's okay. We work with what we're given here. Because I already put the box back together and the glue gun's going to be kind of hard to get in there, I'm going to use some double stick tape. This is kind of nice because I think this is definitely an older version of garland, and it is not terribly thick. For this project, that's a good thing. When I'm done, I will, but for right now, I'm not going to put any on the bottom. I'm going to start off with my trees first, and this is one of the Dollar Tree ones. So as you see, it was much too tall, so we'll take it off that base. Cut that little bottom off. Put it in the right direction. I know, I saw you all talking to me like that. Yes. Yes, that's perfect. I like the really tall in the middle. So we're going to go ahead and get some glue on there. Okay, so we're going to put that one over here, keeping the base on. Let's see. See if we get it tight enough. You don't have to, you see, you don't have to glue the little critters in. They're so cute. Trying to decide like if I needed another tall tree, the really messy tree. I'm afraid that it's going to get engulfed and you're not going to see it. Not the exact same one, but still a green family here. Oh, some of those do get melted. This one's a little bit faded, so I'm not sure if I'm going to use him, since if he was just on his own. Oh my gosh, so cute already. I don't know. Now I did want to try to fit. They're so beautiful. First, I don't think this one's going to stay the way I want it to, so I am going to put some glue on his booty. And see if I can get him to, because I like his little ear popping out of the frame. Now this little guy's missing a shoe, so I didn't know if I could get him to sit behind there. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see if I can get him to stay in like that. So I ended up putting a block gluing a block back there that way, so like when you're looking that he didn't like fall or anything like that. You know, sometimes you got to play with it a little bit to get it to be what you envision it to be. How many elves or too many elves? I don't know, but it was so cute just stuffing them in there. So I did glue these two. I didn't glue those. Oh, they're just, I don't know, they were just so cute. I couldn't stop. So I feel like we might be able to add some more tinsel maybe in here just to give it a little bit more color. Tinsel, garland, you know. Guys, I'm just playing around here. But I really like that car. I know it's not the not the same color, but I've got so many in here. I put this little reflector, gold reflector back there, and it's kind of stuck now. So it's kind of just going to stay, but that gold really is making them all pop now. Oh my gosh. And I'm trying to add some of the ornaments in. Just kind of on the corner here. Have this sweet little box. Isn't that just so sweet? And it's so hard, like, oh, I wasn't sure, the 75 cents off. I'm like, oh, sometimes it rips it. Okay, so we're gonna get this together. It's not in terrible shape. I just like to put a little bit of hot glue, and that just, it stiffens it up for some reason. After this one, I have this piece of the plaid, which goes with the green. I mean, it's not the exact same, but it's, you know, it's not right next to each other. I think this paper is, but I don't know. I just have to I have to get that much hot glue on there for some reason. So now I have a Santa. And then I have a couple trees. And now this is a little bit off green tree. It's amazing just what just that little bit does. And then cutting the stem off, which I'll be doing that to this one too. This one is on a block. I decided that this Santa just is too tall. So I'm in my stash looking to see what other Santas I have. Look at his sweet little face. Oh my gosh, he has a sweet little face. I'll go ahead and get him glued in. And I think I'm going to have him holding some balloons, some of these ornaments, because like to have them dangle, I should have put it on the first box if I would have thought that I was going to do that. I don't want the hole on top, I don't think. So I think that'll be fine. He can hold some ornaments. Some out. I like, cause look at, cause they stay up. That's why they look like balloons. We're gluing it though. I'm going to go ahead and wrap a little bit of this velvet ribbon around them. Oh, that was an extra one. Like what? That kind of hides that part that you don't want to see. I'm going to get it in the general vicinity of his hand. That is very cute, and that filled in all that dead space back there. Santa's pretty, his beard's pretty white, and this is kind of aged. So I have this ribbon that I've been using this season, and I think I'm going to go ahead and do it like a little crisscross across there so you can see the Merry Christmas. Work with me. That glue sometimes it dries, cools off too fast. Too fast. It's too hot, it's too cold. I think I'm going to do one down here too, like new in box packaging. I have this box now, 88 cents. The graphics, amazing. It's just an insert that I can take out. There again, I'll do a little bit of box maintenance off camera because how many times can you watch me tighten up the box? I have this very old advertising and I'm like, well, it's red. I know it's not the 25 number, but look at the backing on that though. Oh, I don't think it's too much. I don't. Okay. See, look, I don't even remember what I saved it out of. Well, all of a sudden I'm doing this and I was trying to think of what I wanted to put back here. And I'm like, I think that came to mind. So I call those God wink moments. You know when you know. Okay, let's get this on. I'm not going to quite glue it together yet because I don't want us to lose that wording. It's actually cute, just like it's so cute, just like that. Okay, no trees. I don't want to cover up the wording. What smalls do I have? What do I have? I have like yeah, maybe some little guys at the bottom. Okay. I just by chance happen to have this that's aged also. So now I just have to figure out how much of it I need. I'm just going to kind of crinkle it up in there. Oh, retro. Okay, so now I'm going to get some glue on my little reindeer feet. So they're just kind of peeking out of there where you normally would have put trees. Sometimes the glue thought it knew where I wanted the glue to be, not on his upper thigh. Okay, I did change my mind a little bit because I didn't like him in the center because he's covering it up and then his white. But I had these two little guys that were on this little sled, but there's still that muted tone that I'm looking for. Okay, I'm still playing. I actually took these out, put another piece in there, brought them out farther, And then I was looking for ornaments or something to, like some red for the bottom, and I have this little baggie. They're like stems, but I don't need the stem. Oh, did you just see my, that's a slippery little guy. Oh man, nah, I did not want glue there. That glue I have to try to get off now. The hot glue has a mind of its own today. It kind of reminds me of like the old retro circus. The traveling circus coming to town. It's a traveling Christmas village. This red. So yeah, see now my guys have something to kind of lean against. Fortunately, decisions had to be made, and they're so flimsy they just don't stay in place very well. I didn't want to make that decision, but that's the decision that got made. I think I can glue the box together. I wasn't going to be able to. I didn't have very many of those balls left. I'm like, I'm just going to go ahead and add it. I know I'm kind of covering up the number, but the yummy's still behind there. Oh, just fun. So we're going to get this glued together. I love that Merry Christmas ribbon that I did. So I have that. Look, it matches, y'all. It's like new old stock. I can't help myself. So, either way, it's gonna cover Christmas Santa. I don't know. I like it though. We know it says Christmas, right? Right? Look at cute. The hard part of what I get to do for a living is not wanting to keep every creation. Oh my gosh. So I thought these were going to be like, oh, over the top, bedazzled, but whatever your vision is your vision, and how you put them together, and then you know when they're done. And I don't know if single one was the way my brain planned them out when I chose that box, but that's how they finished up. And I think they're all super cute as I'm staring at them on my island. I'm like, oh my gosh, they're so stinking cute. So I hope you enjoyed today's content. Let me know, do you make the Dollaramas with the old ornament boxes? I know that that is quite a thing now, but everyone, depending on what you find and what you thrift and what your inspiration is during the time that you're creating it, they all turn out different. It's really hard to like do an exact replica. So anyway, you guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging with me. And as always, thank you for being part of our YouTube family. Hey, if you're not subscribed to the channel and you've made it this far, please hit that subscription button. That really helps us grow this channel, get our content out there. Ours, as if you're new to the channel, I do this with my husband, Chris, when he has time. So thanks so much for watching. We will see you next time, and you can see what we're up to. Bye.